Am I alone?
Why?
Hello.
Wow, Aiden, your lighting is actually fucking cool. For
Right?
one,
Thank you.
for once.
Then again, somebody has had hours to prepare his space.
And
Well, you could
setup.
have done the same.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna if we're not recording, I can go ahead and say I'm laying on a fucking couch outside right now. So
We are recording.
fuck. Well, welcome to the shit show, everybody. Congratulations.
Whoa, no. Submitted
First
for the
order of
approval of
business.
the Midnight Society. I call this the Shit Show Podcast.
In a world full of perfectionists and professionalism, one group strives to maintain amateur quality. They are the Viking, the Dutch boy, and the time traveler. But more importantly, they are the Shit Show Podcast.
Does he break out for you too? By the way, is it just me that he kind of sometimes spazzes, or is it
No,
just
it's both.
okay, cool?
He's just a spaz, so his camera is suiting him.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Gotta get accustomed to, the user of your technology. So gotta be just as fucking.
Hold on one moment. I'm gonna be right back. I hear something.
Go for it.
Yeah, my little setup for atmosphere is I angled the camera to get both of my K-pop posters.
Nice.
So yeah, and there's some Spice Girls up there too.
Spice Girls. Look. I grew up in the '90s. Sure, it was only 3 years of the '90s, but I still grew up in the '90s, and I was raised as a '90s baby, even though I was a late. So
it's
I
weird.
will tell you.
Like I was definitely the '90s baby because yeah, I grew up in the '90s. But now I've become more of an '80s kid.
Makes sense.
Like the old '80s rock bands. Well, okay, the glam bands. I love to death. Like
Nice.
even though I only got into Motley Crue like 2 years before they broke up, I was bawling when they ended
Damn.
it.
Now, see, I was raised mostly in the '90s. If when I tell you I was raised with Spice Girls and Salt and Pepper and shit like that,
Okay, so
I
you were
was
raised
raised with that
right.
shit. Exactly.
See, growing up, my parents mostly listened to country music,
Damn.
which that
See,
isn't bad. I still love a lot of country music. But then when I think I was like 13 or something, when they showed me their record collection, and here's mom pulling out Alice Cooper and Kiss.
oh, nice,
And I was
nice.
like, where the hell did this come from? And my mom was like, "You never listened to Alice Cooper." And she put Welcome to My Nightmare on. She played that song, and then she could like just jump the needle to Only Women Bleed.
Damn.
I was like, that impresses me so much that she could just pick up the needle and get to right at the beginning of the song.
She knows that record well.
Oh
She
yeah.
knows that record
Oh yeah.
very well.
And then like my dad has an autographed Pat Benatar.
Nice.
And my mom has a bunch of 45s because her cousin used to date a disc jockey, and so he would give mom the
I gotcha. So, is yeah, I knew it. I knew there was something going on. Aiden's just in the background wearing a fucking clown mask.
Oh, god damn it. First he's got the fucking... God damn it. I'm gonna fucking punch Aiden in the goddamn face, a stupid motherfucker.
Like, can you see him?
Sure.
Way too long to just go check at the... Oh, that's kind of fucking weird. Like, did that work for you too? He's trying to jump scare us.
Yeah, and that's easy as fuck to do with me, and it's bad enough he's got that fucking doll.
Yeah, I think he's dangling something in front of the screen, kind of. Can you see that?
Yeah, I fucking see it when I fucking look. Fucking dickwad.
Because he just kind of stared at the screen and smiled, and then it fucking closed and loaded, and now he's gone.
Yeah, next time I see him, I'm gonna kick him in the balls.
Do it. I was actually about to say, by the way, speaking of autographs, it's really cool that, like, you know, there's a lot of people who say, like, my parents have this autograph thing, and my parents have that autograph thing, or I have this autograph thing, and I have that autograph
Okay, I'm
thing.
back.
And, like, the way I look at it is, you know, like, that's really cool. The closest thing I have to an autograph thing is a napkin where my mom said I love you back when I was, like, in elementary school. And she just signed the napkin saying I love you. And that's the closest thing I have to an autograph. So I'm just like, so I have a lie on a piece of napkin. Also, hi, Aiden. You're not fooling anyone.
Aiden, you're
really
a fucking dick, and I am kicking you in the goddamn balls so hard you won't have any left.
What happened?
You know damn well what happened. You can't even fucking stop smiling to fucking pretend like you don't.
Fucking dickwad.
No, seriously. I heard a
Aiden?
noise down the hall. Yeah. Yeah, I heard a noise down the hall and my front door was unlocked.
If I had my
What's happening?
camera ready, I would flip you off as well. 'Cause you're an ass.
For both of us.
Why? What happened?
Oh, Aiden, I think I hear something. Let me go away for about 20 fucking minutes.
Fucking dickwad.
See, there he goes. He's smiling because he can't fucking deny it because he knows damn well what he did.
I went down the hall and checked the doors.
No,
Front door wasn't locked. I think I broke time.
Fuck his shit.
I don't know, Aiden. I don't know what happened. Some creepy clown guy showed up on your screen.
What?
Oh, you know what? Oh, Aiden wants to play this game?
She's bringing. Oh fuck! She's bringing up. Aiden, just admit to it. She's bringing up the fucking porg. Just admit to it, please, for the love of God.
Wait. So a clown came in. Did they do anything?
You are glitching so hard, dude.
It's because I break But anyways, did they do anything?
But anyways, that's a game theory. Thanks for watching.
Seriously, did they do anything while I was gone?
There was a creepy clown guy in the back of your screen, your room, while you were gone.
Yeah, just like standing back there like fucking Nosferatu, or?
Creepy clown guy is in like fucking. I don't know. Shin, you tell him.
Okay, let me lead you on even more. Did they take
Oh,
anything?
god damn it.
Okay,
You're
so
supposed
lead
to
us
say
on even more,
yes.
because
Did they take anything?
Yes, they took your soul.
I don't know. They
I
grabbed
don't have
something
one.
and then they stared at the screen and then the screen froze on them smiling at the screen. And then it
And they were back
loaded.
there.
Yeah, they were back there. And then it loaded and then they were gone and then you came back. Yes, back over where the Cthulhu is.
Fuck, they took my porn USB.
Your porn USB. They took your porn USB. Oh, great.
Yeah, it's all clown porn.
Bitch, do you have clown porn or something? Because I heard that's a thing and that's really fucking weird, by the way.
Uh,
All the viewers, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're into clown porn, you're in some weird, freaky shit. No, I'm not big into kink shaming or anything, but come on. But come the fuck on, right? Like, don't actually come on, but be
Jack,
reasonable, decent people.
Jack, are you into clowns?
I am not into clowns. I think if I made such a big fucking deal about it, I would not be into clowns. So
Well, gay people
that's my
make a
only
big deal
justification.
about being not gay, then later on coming out as gay. These are
I'm
the
not gay. I
hard
didn't
right
come
wing.
out as gay. Why do you have cat claws
Yeah,
on?
I'm making same reason why I have bare feet.
I could always go get the ears.
Oh
No,
boy. Do it.
no,
Get the ears. Get the fucking
no,
ears.
fuck you.
Do it. No balls. Do it.
But my ears don't match. I need
Good.
to get
I mean,
matching ears. I don't know where my collar went.
I figured.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
Shin, I know you know who this is. Jack, do you know who this is?
Well, it looks like
Jack,
ET kind of down there a little bit. Like, it looks like this guy is holding ET, so,
do you know what this is?
okay. Now it's different. Now it looks like an old lady holding a dog wearing a nurse's outfit?
It's a sailor outfit.
Or is it sailor? It's hard to tell with the lighting you've got, my dude.
It is a replica of Robert the Doll. Are you familiar with Robert the Doll?
Oh, that's cool.
Are you familiar with the Robert the Doll?
I don't know who Robert the Doll is.
Dana, should you or should I?
On Robert the Doll?
Yeah.
Me?
You want to?
I can. Just let me look it up real quick so I can get my facts straight. Because I really don't
Nah,
want to mess that up.
screw the facts. I'll just. So in Key West, there was this guy who had a son and a slave from, I think, Haiti. The slave made Robert the Doll for the guy's son, and somehow or another it was cursed. The son was basically inseparable from the doll. Or when Shin gets her facts pulled up, she can elaborate. But basically, this has become one of the most haunted objects in America, and insulting the doll leads to tragedy. When I went to Key West, I went to the museum that housed Robert the Doll. Saw it twice, actually, once at night and once during the day. I called him a cunt.
Aidan,
Did
you
you
know
get all
you're
that?
cutting in and out, right?
No, I did not.
let me just do this beautiful retelling of what Aiden just said, based on what I heard, based on what I think you heard as well, right? So the story of Robert the Doll is basically it's this man who had a young son and a slave from I think Haiti.
Uh-huh.
The young son cursed to whatever the doll and insult the doll. When I was in Key West, I visited Robert the Doll once during the day, at night.
Yeah, both of you keep cutting out on my end as well.
Doing it on purpose. I'm doing it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh.
skipping on purpose to show like what it was like for listening to Aiden. Once during the day, at night, cunt,
Yeah, you.
incoherent, like
That's
mumbling.
that is when I called it all a cunt.
You called the doll a cunt?
Yeah,
Well,
the
damn.
doll that kills people.
You call the doll that kills people for insulting it a cunt. Well,
Yep.
nice knowing you, buddy.
Yeah, like,
This was 3 years ago.
Yeah, nice knowing you, buddy.
but yeah,
Maybe he's just waiting for
Ghosts
this
can't
exact moment.
Ghosts can't do shit to me. I'm like John Cena, I'm invisible.
I thought he was gonna make a Ghostbuster reference and say I ain't afraid of no ghosts, but you know I'm sorely disappointed now. And I guess I just have to deal with that.
I
By the
live to
way,
disappoint.
I feel this is a time to shamelessly plug my channel. If
yeah.
you don't mind, my name is Starstorm. You can find me
You don't
on
get to plug
YouTube
your
at
channel.
Starstorm.
You are the reason why we were 15
Videos.
minutes
I've made
late.
stupid videos. You won't find anything interesting there, but subscribe anyways. My link will be in the description. Feel free to
No, it's not.
subscribe, share some likes on my videos, and shit like that.
I
Oh.
will subscribe to you, just so I can unsubscribe.
What? Why I gotta be quiet? Who the fuck's on there? I wasn't even gonna say nothing. Don't tell me to be quiet.
Oh shit. What's going down?
Well, this just got interesting.
But I do have my little fact thingy pulled up if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah,
ready.
I'm ready. Sorry about that.
Okay. So, in the one that I'm looking at from Atlas Obscura, it doesn't mention the Haitian slave. But it does mention that Robert was a doll made for this guy's grandson.
Yeah, I think it was made by a slave. I might be wrong on Haitian. I might just be making that up because voodoo.
Yeah, they're saying it was made by a German grandfather for his grandson, and they both went by the same name, but where was it at? Okay. So the kid ended up the boy the boy and the doll both had the name Robert. Well, the doll started kind of at first it was just seen as like the imaginary friend to the kid, to the point that the boy would only respond to the name Gene. He completely changed his name to suit the doll. And well, then the doll just started getting creepier and creepier. The kid had what was called an unhealthy relationship with the doll. And it's kind of like, oh, it's an imaginary friend to the extreme. Okay, fine, what the fuck ever. But the doll originally wasn't supposed to be a toy, apparently. But so he was sold and blah blah blah. Let's see. Now, shit started happening around the house. Like, little shit, big shit, everything bad. And the kid began going, "It's the doll! It's the doll!" And the doll just kept creeping people out, and eventually he's basically the male Annabelle.
Gotcha.
So he became this possessed little doll that brings this horror, death, and fucks with people. That's basically what there is to it. I could sit here and try to read all this and spin it into something creepy, but that's essentially what it is. He's the male Annabelle. It's the whole death, destruction, blah, blah, blah.
There needs to be a. Oh, he's muted. There needs to be a movie where Robert, Chucky, and Annabelle all join forces.
I really don't need that shit again. It's bad enough I could barely watch the TV when they were doing commercials for that Annabelle movie.
It looked like it
Yeah.
sucked. Granted, I haven't watched it. I'm not a big horror movie buff like my brother or father.
Well, I avoid dolls like the fucking plague, so.
I'm not big on horror movies personally. I'm honestly a bit of a pansy. But, you know.
Horror movies are not that scary. I have started watching them,
Yeah,
and
they're not scary. They're just
I
boring.
used to
I
avoid
find them
watching
boring, I should
them.
say.
They're hilarious. They are
I'm
more funny than anything else, in all honesty.
I'm
And
Yeah,
less
I can see that.
I'm personally less afraid of the movie and more afraid of after the movie. Because usually it gets played around nighttime, it's dark, it's quiet and everything. And when the movie's done, there's nothing going on. There's nothing to make me focus on something else other than the fact that I'm in a house in the dark
But
at night.
here's what you kind of have to keep in mind, especially with American horror movies. There is no aftermath, there is nothing. Everything is either set up so campy it's impossible to get scared by it, or it's this really special, specific little box that whoever the main characters are in. And the thing is unless you fit in that tiny little made up Hollywood box, there's nothing to be afraid of because it's like, well, shit ain't gonna happen. That's why, like, honestly, Asian horror movies do more scares because they leave ambiguous. They're a lot more general. So you can kind of go, well, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'm
My take on horror movies is that they rely too heavily on jump scares,
Yeah.
which
There's that too.
that's not actually scary. It's like getting pinched versus getting stabbed.
Yeah, because like there
It's
was one movie, I Grave Walkers, I think it is. That is supposed to be they got locked in an asylum and all this shit started happening and it was supposed to be really, really scary, but I was laughing through the whole movie because of how fucking stupid they were.
Yeah,
yeah,
I've bursted into laughter at inappropriate times in horror movies plenty of times.
I don't even know if there was an inappropriate time to laugh in that movie. That's like it spoofed Ghost Adventures is what it did. It straight up did down to the characters, but it was hilarious.
I used to love that show, then I stopped watching TV.
I always fucking hate that Zach guy. Like I always want to punch him in the fucking balls.
Which one was he? Was he the leader or the dumb one or the
He
one that didn't do anything?
he's the main douchebag.
Okay, the leader.
The one that cannot do anything but talk.
Well, I
Oh yeah,
mean,
and then he steals skulls
there
and
was the
wonders
one who
why.
actually didn't do anything.
Yeah, he's the one that goes around. He actually stole a skull after being told not to because it was sacred ground. He stole a skull, took it home, and freaked the fuck out because his house got possessed.
You know,
That
let's
sounds
talk
more
about
like
horror movies and shit.
publicity.
Let's talk about horror movies and shit. It gets me thinking. You know, we should all play Dead by Daylight at some point. Because I'm more into horror games than I am into horror movies. Because personally, I get scared really easy. But with the video games, it tends to be more like it's more interactive, and I get the chance to run. And I don't. I get a chance to not be dumb. In other words,
The
right?
only
I get to.
the only problem with that is
I'm
I am
really
not a
bad
gamer.
at survival horror.
That's fair. But Dead by Daylight's fairly simple. It's either you kill or you run, and if you run, you have to find a way to get like out of like the situation.
I would
So
die.
either it's either you have to survive, you know, a killer chasing after you, which is like several different forms of killers and everything. By the way, there's like nurse that basically teleports. There's a freaking like chainsaw guy that chases after you. There's several different kinds of killers, and you also have like the survivors who are trying to get the generators put up and you know, essentially survive being killed and make it to the end of the game, end of the round rather. There's no storyline to it. It's more or less just like friends playing together, and one friend tries to kill the other friends. I think it's
The
fun.
last time I played a survival horror game, I walked into the monster several times on purpose.
See, that's the thing, is that's why I think it would be fun for us to play this game, because even though, you know, the point of the game is to kill, you know, is for the killer to kill all the survivors, or the survivors to like survive being killed and escape. I think the most fun that could be had with this game is where I would be a killer and Aiden would come up and be like, "Sup, bruh, sup."
I'd be
Heard you
like,
was talking
hey,
shit.
bitch, kill me, bitch. Go
Heard you
ahead,
was talking
stab that
shit,
knife
bitch.
into my heart, bitch. I'll fucking kill you. You think you're the killer?
That's
I'm
why
the real killer.
this game would be fun to play, because like I don't think any of us would take this game nearly as serious enough as it should be, and we just
Probably
dick
not,
around. In other words,
but I would still rage quit ultimately.
I mean, of course.
I
Is
I
it free?
I can rage at video games. Like I've nearly broken shit over video games before.
Fair.
I am that person. Part of why I don't play them.
Yeah. Well, since that topic's kind of like running its course, I figured this is a great time to add another shameless plug. Oh, by the way, all of you
No.
viewers, you should definitely go and
How do I
subscribe to
mute him?
Don't go to it. No, don't.
Definitely go and subscribe to Star Store
You
on
will
YouTube.
regret it. It will be the worst
You will find me.
decision of your life.
I got some
Everyone,
great content up. You
No,
should go
all
it is
three
horrible.
viewers.
Don't.
Definitely
All-
go and check it out. You'll
Don't.
love it. You'll love it. And if you
All
like
three
it, subscribe,
viewers.
like it, and I'll make some more for you guys.
Don't encourage him.
All three viewers, half of which are on screen right now, go to Starstorm's YouTube channel, where you will find tons of hardcore gay porn.
Wait. So it's a gaming channel, right?
It is not a gaming channel. It is literally just a shit channel. I just
Damn
post
it.
whatever the fuck I want to.
I was hoping it was a gaming channel because then I could suggest some games for you to play.
I wish. I sincerely wish. I don't nearly have enough of the ability to make a gaming channel, as one might think. I barely have the ability to get on a PS4, and when I get onto a game, I have a problem where either I don't talk enough for a recording, or I get so wrapped up into the game where I'm just like, I don't care about like separating this up into segments now to record. I just want to fucking play the game.
Well, most of
So.
the ones that like I
Jack.
would have in mind would be PC games,
Yeah.
and
Jack,
they
do you
would
see
be very
this?
fun.
Yes, I do. You have a giant bottle of Fireball whiskey, so
That's not that big of a bottle.
If you have a problem talking, this helps.
oh wait, that's right. You guys are fucking drinking. Fuck.
Yeah, I decided to drink. This is like really good.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
our
know why.
first episode. Hopefully.
Pacific apricot wheat
Yes.
and fireball. Well, fuck it. Might as well join the crowd. I think I've got some champagne laying around.
You're drinking champagne?
I know how it's pronounced, and I still call it champagne. It is my
Yeah, the
thing.
Futurama
Do not take
pronunciation.
it away from me. You just have to have
I'm just saying, you're drinking champagne.
champagne. Yes, but I
You're
still
drinking
call it champagne.
carbonated wine. She has beer. I have
Champagne.
whiskey. You have wine.
Well, I don't really have access to alcohol over here at the moment.
You're a
so
fucking Frenchman.
I am a fucking Irishman-Frenchman hybrid. So I don't really have access
If you were
to
Irish,
alcohol.
you'd have this. This is whiskey. That's Irish.
Fireball
You're
is not
right.
Irish.
But whiskey is.
Whiskey is Irish.
It depends on where it's from, because there is Scotch and then there's Irish,
I could
and they're
use a
both
Guinness
distinctly
right now.
different.
Honestly, I could really use a Guinness.
Guinness is only
I have some
good.
Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, I've got some Jack. I've got Honey Jack
Yeah.
and I've got Fireball.
I've got Gentleman Jack and Fireball. Gentleman Jack does not go gentle.
Damn. You know what? I could use some of right now. Some goddamn buttery nipples. Yeah, buttery nipples are the best. They're really
I've got a single
tame.
butter.
They're really fucking nice.
No
No.
kink shaming. No kink shaming.
We're not kink shaming here. But again, the clown porn, like, what the fuck, people? What the fuck? What is wrong with you? I can't go on a fucking any porn sites for more. I mean,
So,
What did I miss? You cut out.
nothing. I don't get on porn sites.
Oh,
Shit,
is
what
his
did I
name
miss?
Giggles?
Wholesome. This is a wholesome channel.
Is his name Giggles the
No, it's
Clown?
not.
This is a wholesome channel.
Does Giggles have little teardrop and a frowny face?
What did I miss?
My God, I
cut
just
out for like a
realized
second.
if I'm on this, especially if I'm promoting my shit and everything, there's a possibility that my baby brothers will see this and will be like, "Oh, my big brother's a part of this," and I will be like, "No, please don't."
But that could be a family bonding moment because maybe they're into that too. Family bonding!
I'm not into
Bonding!
that.
Did he just admit he's into clown porn?
I
What?
did not say I was into clown
Did he admit
porn.
he's into clown porn?
No, I did not.
He said his favorite was Giggles the Clown with the sad face. The sad
You
face.
know what? I don't even know why I try anymore.
I'm
I don't
familiar
even
with
know
him.
Why I try to fight this.
Good content
Like,
creator.
It doesn't matter whether I'm telling the truth or not. They're
Because
just gonna go with whatever they assume.
as long as you
Jack.
But here's the thing, as long as you fight it, we're gonna stay on the clown. Once you stop fighting it, we're gonna find something else.
Jack.
Logic.
We know you're not into clown porn. You're actually into My Little
Here's the
Pony
joke,
furry
by
clown
the
porn.
way. Here's a fun little joke. What's the difference between
My Little
being
Pony furry clown
horny
porn.
and hungry?
Is this gonna be
Oh,
sexist?
I just saw
Because
this
this is
one
a PC
too.
channel.
I forgot it.
This is reminiscent because this is what was put in the first episode that we fucked over, by the way. Which I don't know if we're mentioning. That's not canon, I guess. We totally. This is the first go at it. This is the first episode, right? Is this
Is this the
our first
zucchini
episode?
joke? Yeah,
Told
technically
this
it
joke
is.
at the first episode. So the joke goes, "What's the difference between being horny and hungry?" You guys
That's the
get
zucchini
up?
joke, right?
Not the
It's about where the
zucchini, but
zucchini
yes.
goes.
It depends. what's the difference between being horny and hungry? The punchline is where you put the cucumber.
Mm.
But you were close. Zucchini was not the right vegetable, but you were close.
I use a
Zucchini
watermelon.
is a vegetable. Cucumber is a vegetable, right?
Yes.
Cucumber is not a fruit, right? Because it's got, even though it's got seeds, they grow out of the ground, right?
Yeah.
To actually get anything out of it, you have to use a watermelon or really big pumpkin.
Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
I mean, I've seen horrifying porn on that line.
The two answers to life, the two greatest answers to life are anything's a dildo if you're brave enough, and the answer is always.
The answer is always
Don't
what?
quote me on that.
Too late.
Oh.
We've got the
Wait,
t-shirts at
what?
the presses.
What was it? He cut out at the perfect time for me not to hear.
I said, anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. And the second one is, the answer is always come. But don't quote me on that.
That's going on the t-shirts.
Just, the answer is always come. 2018.
Did you just dox yourself?
Probably.
Ow.
I don't even give a shit at this point.
Well, now Giggles the Clown is going to show up where you live and do one of his personal shows right in front of you for millions to see.
I would say, fuck Giggles the Clown, but that is incredibly counterproductive to the argument I'm trying to give. So, no, just Giggles the Clown, just no. Stay away from me, get away from me, I don't want anything to do with you. No thanks.
But Giggles is a fan. They subscribe to your channel.
I'm making that profile and subscribing to his channel.
I swear to God.
Gotta have the sad face.
No, actually, Shin, you have to do that because I'm going to do Dr. Wacko.
You'd be the second clown that's subscribed to me, actually. It's really funny. There's actually another person named, like, Mr. the Clown or something that subscribed to me. And I'm like, okay.
Is there now?
Yes.
Well, Mr. the Clown, if you're watching this, you know where to find him.
Aidan, do you have his address? We could, like, flash it on the bottom of the screen.
I swear to God, if you, like,
I don't, but I know...
if you full out actually dox me, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Aidan, be nice.
I know where he lives, what town he lives in, I should say. It's in bumfuck Georgia. Although anything outside of Atlanta is bumfuck Georgia, technically.
Until you get to Savannah.
Well, yeah, Savannah is New Orleans wannabe.
You know, the two islands of Georgia that I actually really like to go to are Tybee and Jekyll. Even though Jekyll technically is kind of reserved for, like, study groups and shit. Like, research groups and shit. But Jekyll Island's pretty cool.
Tybee Island that has an unexploded nuclear ordnance off the coast somewhere.
Tybee Island?
Lost unexploded nuclear ordnance.
I know there's one in New Jersey.
We have a Tybee Island down here. It's right up next to Savannah.
No, I know there's a Tybee Island in Georgia,
Georgia,
but there's like a nuclear island up in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
No, there's like a nuclear bomb lost off the coast of Tybee Island, Georgia.
Damn.
Well, they're not sure if it's nuclear or dummy. The difference being one will result in a nuclear explosion, the other will result in a conventional explosion.
Yeah. So, here's a fun bit of news that I didn't expect to tell everybody today. But, interestingly enough, just as a bit of background, because I don't give a shit anymore. This is the fucking shit show, guys. So I got a job interview tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So all of the viewers right now, if you're watching, if you are in order to cheer me on in my endeavors in jobs and shit and employment, comment down below. Comment in the comments "panty raid," and it'll prove that you're showing me your support, and I'd really appreciate that. Also, feels like a
If
great
you want
time
to
do another
show your
shameless
support for
channel plug.
Jack,
Go and look
how do I
up
mute him?
Starstorm on YouTube. I've got a lot of great content. It's really awesome. You should definitely subscribe. I swear to God, Aidan, if you edit out every single one of these except for this one, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Okay, if you want to show your support for Jack getting a job, go
Yeah,
and comment on this video. Jack loves Giggles the Clown.
I'm gonna set up
Or-
Patreon. I'm gonna set up a fucking Patreon here soon. Just it's not even gonna be fucking worth it either. I'm just gonna be like, just donate to give me money and shit if you want, and then like no one's gonna do it, and I know no one's gonna do it, and it's really just doing it to see what idiots would fucking pay me money.
Giggles the
I have a
Clown will.
Patreon.
Whose IQ is so low that they think, and it's not me trying to disrespect my fans or anything. I just don't think you exist.
Giggles the Clown will donate.
I swear to God, if I get $100 donation from Giggles the Clown, I'm gonna kill
I
myself.
actually know Giggles the Clown personally. I think I can.
Giggles
He
will
is a
give
big
you
fan of
anything.
yours.
Giggles
I
wants
don't
to
want
I can
be,
get him to
anything
make a video
from
for
Giggles.
you.
Giggles wants to be your daddy.
Don't get him started. Don't get Aidan started on saying that. I swear to God, Shin, fucking.
What? Giggles likes being called daddy while
I
they're
swear to
spanking
God, if you
you.
get him, if you.
I actually
User
have
has
him in the
left
next
your
room. You want me
channel.
to bring him on?
No, I don't want you to bring him on. I don't want to talk to Giggles. I don't want to talk to any clowns. I'm done. I'm good. This is
Well-
the end of the podcast. Goodbye, everybody. I'm
You know
out.
the topic
Bye.
of this
Fuck off.
podcast.
Fuck off. Fuck off. That's our new
today's-
outro. It's just me saying fuck off. It's just a remix of me saying fuck off to Running in
That's
the 90s.
not our outro. That is not our outro.
That'll just be
Anyways,
it.
I feel like now's a good time to introduce our topic. About 45 minutes after we've started recording. Today's topic is
Wait,
on Pennywise and Fear.
Have we not been recording
And
this
Ghost
whole
Stories as
time?
well.
We have.
We have been for 45
thank
minutes.
I was about to say, I was like, I'm not doing all of that again. That was
Yeah,
pure genius on my part. And most of that was improvised.
But Giggles wants you to.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Giggles, he's told me that he fucking loves your shit.
I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick her ass. I'm gonna kick Giggles' ass. I'm gonna
But
kick
Giggles
all
means
of
it in
ass.
every sense of the word.
You know, Giggles actually is into that.
You know, the funny thing, living in a household that has so many guns, is that I can probably just shoot myself at any time.
Save that for the special anniversary or whatever episode.
Yeah, say that for the 100th episode.
The 100th episode. Do I look like I could probably survive
Jack
100
kills
episodes
himself
in the future?
live.
See, that would be so awesome. We would be so YouTube famous.
Yeah, we'd
I'm
be
not
Logan
gonna
Paul
Logan
levels.
Paul it for you guys.
What?
I'm not about to Logan Paul it for you guys.
But you'll be famous too.
Yeah, I'll
People
be
will
famous
show
and dead.
up to your funeral. People, like, dude. That'd be so
Yeah,
epic.
Giggles the Clown will be there.
I hate
You
my
know, he's
life.
into
Why did
necrophilia
I
as
agree
well.
to do this?
Yeah,
I
but
knew
you
this
love
was
us.
gonna turn out like this. I knew it was gonna happen.
Well, he loves me. He doesn't. Technically, he doesn't know you.
But
I
he
knew
loves
this was going
Giggles.
to happen.
Because he loves Giggles, he loves all of us.
Yeah.
I hate all of you.
Giggles is a key role in life.
I hate Giggles, and therefore I hate all of you.
We know you love Giggles. You're just mad because Giggles put you in time.
All the subscribers or viewers or whatever the fuck. My
You know we're
funeral will
only
be
gonna get
in the
5
next
viewers,
3
right?
weeks, because I'll probably end up killing myself by the end of this podcast. So if you'd like to attend, it'll be placed at 123 Fuck My Life Street on why am I alive and why am I here in the state of I don't give a fuck at the this is pointless funeral home
I
in the
actually know their
cemetery
phone number.
while it's raining.
This is Pointless Funeral Home. Their phone number is 1-800-GO-FUCK-YOURSELF.
1-800 go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I thought it was 1-800 go suck a dick, but okay.
No, that's
That's
Mr.
your
Giggles.
Why are you giving out your personal phone number?
Welcome to the shit show, everybody.
No. His 1-800-GO-SUCK-A-DICK is Mr. Giggles' phone number. His phone number is 1-800-I-SUCK-DICK.
Oh, that's right.
I'll say it once. I'll say it again. I'll say it every fucking episode. Welcome to the shit show. I hope
Anyways,
you guys are laughing. I hope everyone's laughing. Because if everyone's not laughing, I'm not doing my job correctly.
no one's laughing. Except for Mr. Giggles. He always laughs.
Except when he's murdering his cheating wife.
Oh no, he's laughing then as well. It's just a different type of laughter.
No, he's
So
actually quite
anyway-
pissed because he caught Dutch Boy with her. That's why Dutch Boy is in timeout.
Aiden, who gave her permission to use that? Who gave her permission to
She doesn't
use
need
that?
she doesn't need permission.
Who gave her permission?
She basically
to
knows the
use
story,
that?
so she has full permission.
I don't remember the story. It was just the first name I could think of to call him that, so that's what I used.
Listen, for the
Yeah, I mean, in the intro, you're Dutch Boy.
because nobody knows what this is. There's 5 different names that this fucker this fucker right here will call me. There is
Daddy?
no
No, that's what he calls me.
stop. There's Jack. There is Dutch Boy. There is Star. There is Dream. And then there is Dream Faggot.
Technically, I don't think that's what I call you.
Y'all are
Pretty
getting
much
kinky.
Dream any gay slur.
Anything that's one of my in-game names ever in life, or my my usernames or anything, mixed with a variation of the word faggot, gay, queer,
Homosexual.
homosexual, anything of the sort. And that's pretty much something that he will call me. So
Well, I mean, it's because
Yeah,
you're still in the closet.
I'm not in the closet. I'm not out of the closet. There is no closet to begin with. Why are you shoving a piece of pizza into the camera?
I'm trying to be nice and offer you some.
Well,
Yeah, I'll
I
take some.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. But as you can see, I have no hands. I am just a floating coin with a head on it. So, thank you very much.
Fine, I'll
that's just
throw you at
canon,
the
that's
stripper.
That's just canon. That's just what I am. Is I'm just a coin with a head on it.
I'll throw you at the clown stripper.
Can we make this canon?
So-
Are we gonna have our own fucking lore? We already have our own fucking lore, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah,
the
you're
time
a Dutch
traveler, you're
wizard. Shin's a time
fucking-
traveler, and I'm a
why?
Viking.
Why am I a fucking Dutch wizard?
I made you look cool. That's something I rarely do. I think this is literally the first time. I even added your emblem.
Thing, man. Always the Dutch.
How much of that did you catch?
I don't know. Various amounts.
So yeah, I mean, this is the first time I've made you look cool.
When?
Aidan,
How-
never go in the PR business.
Yeah,
Why?
Aiden, just in case any of you fellas out there want like someone to try and be like your yes man, to kind of trying to like boost you up and like all that shit and everything. Don't hire Aiden. Aiden is not a good yes man. Aiden is not a
Yes,
good
men.
PR man. Aiden is
I
not.
am a realist. Yes,
You'd
men
be like, yeah, I
are
didn't
a
commit.
detriment to society.
I'm a nice guy, and be like, yeah, he's such a nice guy that he donates to charity for children.
No,
He
he
donates
doesn't.
sperm to charity.
No, he donates to charities that burn children.
I actually have donated to charity so children can suffer.
Exactly.
It's because I'm a supervillain.
Because
Damn.
you're a dickwad.
That too.
So is this the first episode, or are we,
Yes.
or is that is canon?
Yes,
this is episode 1. Is is this episode 1.8 a fragmentary passage?
This, if everything records, is going to be episode 1.
All right, I got you.
So, Shin, I know you believe in ghosts.
Yes.
Jack, I'm pretty sure you do.
I believe in spirits. Yes.
Do either of you have any good ghost stories?
I've got a real good one.
About something that happened to
There
you?
was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died in the end.
I mean, something that happened to
Jesus
you,
Christ.
like, oh yeah, I was sitting in my room, then
Bitch,
the
that was a true story. I
window
was the
exploded.
ugly barnacle.
I can believe
The
it.
fucking window exploded and Giggles the Clown flew through
Oh god.
with his
And he said,
10-foot
"This is
cock
my swamp
flapping like a
now."
tail.
Oh
So,
god.
do any of you
No,
have any actual ghost stories that have happened to you?
I've got like 2. One's very short and one's kind of lengthy. The short one is I was in a church
Shin, do
one
you have any?
time. Then just fucking cut me off, I guess.
Well, you kinda continued
Like,
while I was still talking. We're
bro,
gonna do round
I
robin.
still talking.
You get
So,
one, then
there
if
was-
Shin has one, she gets to tell hers.
Oh, I got you.
Now it's
Whatever.
your
I got
turn.
you. Ladies first. Whatever. I got you.
I have a really creepy one that it can be a ghost story, it can be shadow people, but
I
for the
mean, they're the
longest
same thing.
no,
They're both fake.
they're totally different things. But for the longest time, and like kind of what made this made sense was I was incredibly suicidal. That every day I was thinking of the best way to kill myself,
Oh,
and
I
if I
remember
could
this
try it.
one. Sorry to cut you off. But yeah,
Huh?
I remember this one. Continue.
Okay, and so for a few, like about 2 or 3 years, every night in the corner of my room, and I moved through 2 houses, but always the same figure would just hang in the corner of my room, and I knew they were hanging. I never saw their feet. I never really recognized the top or bottom to them, but I knew it was a person that was hanging in the corner of my room. And it actually didn't creep me out. Like, I've always been terrified of ghosts, but it never creeped me out. It was just kind of like, oh, okay. So yeah, that's mine.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay,
My
Jack, it's
best
your turn.
my best ghost stories are like as follows. There's a short one and then there's a really long one. So the short one is essentially I was with a friend at a church, and it was after the church service was over and everything, and we were tasked with going and grabbing like sprites out of the back, and we went to the back, and you know, all of a sudden my friend says, "Nah, I'm doing fine," and I said, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Didn't you ask me like, uh, are you feeling all right?" I was like, "No." We found out later on that there was a 100, like 30-pound fucking ramp that was sitting over a what we presumed hobo's you know little station that had like a little like doorway burrowed into it. It was like right next to this little church area that was designed for getting up into like the higher areas of the church without having stairs inside of it. And let me tell you, that shit was fucking weird as shit. And we thought, okay, maybe we jumped to conclusions. Maybe in actuality, this culprit is pretty alright. So he's just out for revenge because someone basically fucked their mind up.
Okay, so this didn't happen to me. It happened to Giggles the Clown, actually.
Oh god.
But
Oh,
he it was when he first changed houses. He lived in the, his parents were in the lower floor. He had the upper floor pretty much to himself. And one day he's in the restroom with the door open because, he's the only one up there. What does he care? Anyways, he looks over to his side and sees this dark woman standing there looking at him with blood dripping from her face. And he just finishes his business and walks off.
I have a second one that it's I think it came more from paranoia. But I got obsessed with this insane asylum that I researched it almost 24/7. Well, I have this really tiny little bathroom. Like, if you sit on the toilet, your knees are almost against the wall. It's that tiny.
Oh god, I would hate that.
Yeah, that
One
sucks.
one day I sat down on the edge of the bathtub and I suddenly look up and all of a sudden I just see this huge green decaying room. Like in the mental asylums where they had the bathtub and I just saw these windows and these bathtubs all lined up. And it freaked me out really bad.
Did anyone leave any of the bathtubs?
Like nobody was there. It was just me. But it was just all these empty bathtubs, all these like bright windows, the green walls, the leaves and stuff on the floor. It was just really freaky because it was just like I was exactly in there. But I've never been into one of those places. Probably should have, but I haven't.
Jack, I believe it's your turn for a second story.
Did you die?
Did I die or did Jack die?
Are you dead?
Are you talking to me or him?
Oh shit,
Hi
we
guys,
killed
I'm
the
back.
Dutch boy.
I'm back. Sorry, so essentially, where
We
I'm
have a
at,
zombie.
I have two different dogs that really like to get out, and they like to cause trouble down the neighborhood. So essentially, what I had to go do was try to call them back before they took off too far to where I couldn't catch them. I got one, but not the other. So the other one's just running down the road, terrorizing dogs and families and shit. At like, what time is it? It is whenever the fuck it is at night.
Your
So
dogs
12:40.
listen to you?
the other one doesn't really.
Yeah, I was about to say, because one of ours, if he gets out, he is gone for hours
Mm-hmm.
because he's off hunting geese.
Of course.
We have
Because
geese here.
he inevitably comes back soaking wet.
Anyways, Jack, it's time for your second story.
My second story is kind of lengthy. But I guess you guys are okay with that. So
I mean,
essentially,
I just got the one.
essentially, it goes something along the lines of. Give me a second to try and rethink, like retrace my steps. So.
Fabrication!
Ow, my ribs. No. Jesus. Sorry. Yawns. Jesus. No. It's just the thing is I don't remember this one too well. I more or less just remember running, and that's about it. Because I was told to run. But apparently there was more that went on and everything. So essentially, we were all tased, and then it was me and like 3 friends. We were all tased by like this little like it was like a homemade little taser thing that one of our friends made, which by the way, don't fuck with those.
No
Don't
fucking
fuck with-
shit! I've seen enough jackass to know not to fuck with those.
They're not okay to mess with. Just by the
I'm
way,
going to make
they're
a
not.
taser and tase both of you.
Yeah, that's why I'm not allowed to have one.
So we
Yeah,
were all just
You've
like
probably tased me
fucking
by now.
tased by this homemade taser that one of us made, and I swear to God, half the time that it fucked up his brain or something. Because he's like, you know what sounds like a really fucking good idea? Let's go really, really deep into the woods in this area and then get lost. And then try to find our way back home. And for some reason, in my head, I'm thinking, this plan doesn't sound too bad. Maybe I'll just follow him and kill him. No. No. No, 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 no. Because you can't just half-ass shit, you know? You can't just
How many were you
half-ass.
down?
What?
How many were you down? How
You
many
mean, like, how many-
alcohols did you consume?
Oh, no. So essentially,
So
was
are
just
you
like,
saying this
maybe
was
I'll
just your plain stupidity, not any inebriation?
no. See, I didn't come up with the plan. Someone else decided, let's just go into this stupid fucking area. Like,
You could
Super
have said no,
plan.
fuck you.
well, I was hanging out with them at the time. And I didn't know what else to fucking do. And so
You can say, no, that sounds retarded.
my mind went along the lines of maybe I could just follow them in and like convince them to leave. And I made the joke later on. It's like I just followed you guys in because I was planning to kill you guys, but then like we got super scared. So did I mention where we were going? By the way, I forgot. Just in
Someplace
case
in the woods.
I didn't. It was this creepy spot in the woods. So we're going out there, and it's like I want to say it's kind of late-ish. It's not too dark yet. It's getting dark. We're just kind of wandering through the woods. There's like a good like twilight, kind of feel to it. Like not like Twilight the Twilight Zone, but like Twilight is in like
Twilight
the
the
time of day.
Vampires.
No,
Aiden,
no.
I swear to God, I want to shoot you in the
It's
head.
his favorite book. It's Jack's favorite book. Mr. Giggles reads it to him before bed.
Yawning. Sorry, it is not. First off, and second off, So we're wandering, and it starts getting darker and darker, and it gets to the point where we have to bring out flashlights just to see. Now, to this day, I don't know what it was that we saw, but we were out there
A
wandering,
Navajo skinwalker.
and the next thing that happens, my friend says, "Yo, do you see that?" And I said, "See what?" He says, "Everyone turn off your flashlights real fast." And we turned them off, and our eyes took a second to adjust. But the next thing we know, we see someone moving kind of off in the distance. Just kind of like casually walking. So my friend, being the ever so genius that he was to fucking plan to come in here in the first place, decides to yell out to it. "Hey, who are you?" And I'm like, "You're a fucking idiot." Because the next thing we know, this thing turns around towards us, and it's like, it was human, but it wasn't. Like, it looked straight up human, but it very clearly was not. And I think it wanted me dead or something. Because, like, everyone kind of, like, mentioned that it looked at me. But I thought that was maybe just everyone trying to, like, kind of fucking spook me and shit. But it looked at us, and its eyes were glowing fucking red. And I'm not kidding. Like, it was just, like, straight up red eyes. And I thought, like, my immediate thought in my head was, I am facing death right now. Like, death itself is looking me in the eye and being like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "Fuck no, I'm not." And so we all booked it, right? Booked it right out of there. Didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm ready to piss myself. And we all decided we would never speak of that moment again. Well, guess what? I was
Until
speaking of
today.
that moment again. Fuck you. You're fucking dumbass. Fucking. Everyone go look him up. Fucking. Go fucking dox him and shit. He lives in. Fucking dumbass. Don't actually keep that in, Aiden. Edit that out. Like, just have me bleep
Yeah, I'm going
with,
to
like,
have to.
don't,
I'm
like,
going
just,
to
like,
have a
bleep me out with,
section
like,
that
I don't know,
says
fucking,
Dutch boy's a faggot.
like, just bleep me out with fucking dolphin noises or some shit, or just bleep me out with fucking, I don't know. Just have me say, like, edit it to have me say fuck off every time I say something revealing. My actual name, anyone else's actual name, anyone's address, anything like that. Like, anything. Just fucking edit it and make me say something. Make me say fucking anything. Anything at all.
You're giving me a lot of permission here.
Yeah, I know, but, like, I just.
You're going to say some things.
Mm-hmm.
Shin, got any suggestions?
Not as far as I know. See, here's the thing. Is that
What's the thing?
Shin got really quiet, and I don't see it. It's hard to see her. There you go. Yeah. Why did you get so quiet all of a sudden? Oh, she's eating a cookie. That's why.
And
Okay, I'm
digging
running to the
cookies
restroom real
from my
quick.
booth.
Fair.
I'm running to the restroom real quick. If you guys want to take 5, then I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Alright. Take a break. Alright, cool. Yeah, because I'm starting to kind of fucking lose my mind here. And I was trying to take a nap, and then I didn't get to take my nap because I had to help my friend out. So I was like, fuck.
Sounds
And now,
fun.
yeah, and now I'm like that whole story right there. I was losing it. I was trying to fucking keep the story intact. because like you heard me say I'm trying to remember the steps and everything.
Yeah.
That wasn't me trying to say I'm fabricated. That wasn't me saying it was a fabricated story. I was just fucking tired as shit, and I was starting to fall asleep. I'm like, fuck,
Yeah, like
fucking
my scariest
stay
thing
awake.
was the whole bathroom story. Because
I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear your fucking story. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I legitimately
okay.
didn't even fucking hear. I was passing out as we were talking.
Yeah.
I'm like, stay awake.
Oh.
Stay awake.
Basically, like, you heard how tiny my bathroom is.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I was fixing a bath one day and I was sitting on the edge of the bathtub. I look up and all of a sudden it's this huge open room with just rows of bathtubs on like against either wall with the huge windows and like leaves and debris everywhere.
Gotcha.
It was like
Oh.
I was all of a sudden in a room like that. And it's kind of what the fuck.
Yeah. Aiden, I
Do
thought
you
you were
guys take a
using the
break?
restroom.
Yeah, I'm done. How long do you think it takes to use the restroom?
He keeps one of those things in his room.
Diapers.
Yeah, it's a 2-liter.
Oh. Ew,
Somebody
what the
who uses
fuck?
a
Exactly
bottle.
this.
Finally. Thought your fireball tasted weird.
Disgusting.
Thought it tasted a little funky.
Yeah, at the end of the night, I'm pouring it on this.
You better record that shit too. That's just gonna be the outro for the fucking podcast. You just burning
Not-
that after pouring
I
whiskey
paid
all
30
over it.
bucks for this. I'm not
And
doing anything to this.
And you're going to pour whiskey on it.
That was what we call a joke.
Look,
Oh, I thought you were
is
actually going to.
Robert is of legal age.
And he's like 200 years old or some shit.
Guess he's into that fucking kinky shit. Just getting burned alive. We don't kink shame, no.
Guys,
Speak for, I mean, clearly you do.
I do not. Like, look, I don't kink shame. I don't.
Okay, here's a shameless,
really
I'm gonna
fucking
do a
don't.
shameless plug. Shin, you have one too, since Jack took 3. So, go to the YouTube channel Starstorm and comment on all of Jack's videos. Jack likes furry clown porn or that Jack loves Mr. Giggles.
I thought he was into the My Little Pony vor.
Well, it's that as well. It's My Little Pony vor clown porn. That's furry.
Is it too late to quit this podcast?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Fuck.
It's an hour and 15 minutes. I'd say that's too late.
Fuck.
Shin, do you have any plugs you want to go ahead and add in?
No, I think I'm good. I don't think I have any plugs I'd like to go ahead and throw in this time.
Not you. I was talking to Shin.
I'm not
Oh,
relevant enough.
I got you.
I mean, you
Oh.
could plug a channel of your
wait.
friend.
I do have a spam. Go and watch G Dragon's every single one of his YouTube videos to celebrate him going into the military. I will do lame K-pop shit.
Who's this?
He's a Korean rapper that he goes into the military, I believe, yesterday. And so he's going to be gone till 2019.
I was going to the military. That's really cool. You know, that reminds me of
No, it's
my
not!
channel. It's a
It
very,
is
it's
2
a, like, a
years
really good
without
channel
him
for really
promoting!
fucking good content, by the way.
It
Some
is 2
really,
years
really
without his
top-of-the-line
hair! He is going to have no hair for 2
Some
years.
really awesome
No
content.
fucking hair!
Starstorm on YouTube. I believe it's just www.youtube.com/starstorm on YouTube. Look it
He
up.
watches gay
You'll
clown
find
porn.
me. You'll find me. I've got some really top of the line shit posts and everything. You'll love it. Subscribe, like, tell all your friends, tell all your family, tell all your pets. Like and subscribe. All of my videos all of it, like all of it. I'm poor, okay? I need subscribers. I need money, okay? Okay. I'm a
If you
poor
try to
man.
turn
I
on
have
your
a family
camera,
to support. If I'll tell you what,
when did you
if
get some
I
bastards?
I will tell you, if I get 100 subscribers by the time of the next podcast, I will use a camera.
You are not getting 100 subscribers by the time
I
of the
didn't
next
think I
podcast.
would. I don't think I will. But because of the implication and because I
Unless
said
Shin and I do some work.
I
So
don't think I could hear
anyways,
you over the port.
so
For some reason, the port is unreasonably loud on my end.
Because I put the
You both-
porg right under the microphone.
Jesus Christ.
you're both familiar with Pennywise, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, how he turns into your biggest fear.
Yes. Even if that includes
So-
cannibalizing your child.
What would he turn into for you guys?
Probably just a spider. That's one of my biggest fears is spiders.
So Pennywise would turn into its normal form.
Yeah. Essentially, because I have pretty bad arachnophobia.
Shin?
Porcelain doll. It would be a little Pennywise porcelain doll, and fuck that.
You know, if Pennywise were to turn into my biggest fear is nothing, or the eventual nothingness that the universe will become. So, for me, would Pennywise just cease to exist?
No, I think for you, Pennywise would become a room full of nothingness that you'd be trapped in for eternity.
Actually, I think
No,
you
that
know,
wouldn't
like
be
the
nothingness
fucking
because
God
I
mod
would be
you
there.
act- You'd be the only thing
If-
that exists, and you'd be surrounded by nothingness, and then you'd be nothingness.
Technically, that's
and
not
you
nothingness.
would cease to exist. Because you cannot God mod, you asswipe.
That's my biggest fear.
No,
Nothingness.
I know what
Yeah.
Aidan's talking about. I know what he's talking about with the nothingness. And what Pennywise would become in that situation is the display of everything becoming nothing. Of everything crumbling, disappearing, fading away, destroying. It would be everything becoming nothing, including yourself.
No, I think
he just
I
wants to find a good way to
understand
God
that
mod
because it
his
wouldn't be
fear,
nothing.
so that way Pennywise doesn't exist. So that way he's got
And-
like the ultimate defense. Because he's God modding again.
Af-
because of course
After
Aiden is.
nothingness, my biggest fear are cockroaches.
Wait, what?
Cockroaches. Those come after nothingness.
What does?
Cockroaches. The
Fuck
vermin,
those
the
things.
insect.
All I keep hearing is zzz.
Cock.
La cucarachas.
Which
Yeah.
never spray Windex. Windex will not kill them. It will just make them really, really shiny.
I use Febreze.
Febreze works.
Does it?
Surprisingly.
Febreze kills insects, yeah.
Fuck, we
Febreze
got like a
works.
shit ton of
The
that
thing
at the
is,
house.
cockroaches can't fart, right? So if they get gas trapped in them, they'll just eventually inflate until they explode.
I do not want to see that!
It's an actual thing.
I have no science
By
to
the
back
way,
this up.
like it'll eventually kill them.
I
Yeah.
have no science to back this up. All I know is that if you spray Febreze at a close range, it makes insects immobile.
Well,
Especially
I know
flying
that for a
insects.
fact. I know that there was a thing that my grandmother had because she had a bunch of cockroaches in her house at one point in time. It was really bad. And she had this little thing plugged into her outlet, and it was supposed to emit like a frequency that caused It was basically like a brown note for cockroaches or something. And she got it because it would cause the cockroaches to hear it, and over time they'd get so bloated that they'd like inflate and then blow up because they can't release flatulence of any kind. So
That is disgusting.
that's what she told me. However, this was like several years ago, so it's possible it could have just been a clever lie just to make me think, just to cover up what it actually was. But, you know, you never know.
So we've got cockroaches or nothing, spiders, and dolls.
Cockroaches and dolls.
And
Cockroaches,
spiders.
dolls, and the spider.
And now I'm thinking of dolls filled with cockroaches.
And spiders.
Oh, that would be horrifying. No,
Like-
I mean, you have to have one or the others. The spiders will eat the cockroaches, or the cockroaches will eat the spiders.
You
Not sure
never
which
know
eats which.
with cockroaches and spiders.
Cockroaches, when they're in large clusters, smell really bad.
Yeah.
I had a forensics teacher. Did
Ow.
you ever have forensics at DC?
No, I did not. I did not take forensic.
Yeah, the forensics teacher, she was awesome. But she
Yeah.
had cockroaches, and their cage smelled horrible.
Damn. Damn. I hate to be the bad guy here, but that was a really good topic, and this is really fun and all, but I think we're running short on time here. So, I think we need to go ahead and do our final words for the podcast.
Are we running short on time, or are you running short on time?
I am running a little short on time because I have shit. I didn't intend to have shit to do, but I apparently have shit to do. So
It's Mr. Giggles the Clown.
damn. Great. Giggles is coming for me. Guess that's
Yeah.
it for me. Whatever. Okay. So thank you so much for letting me on the podcast again. Or I guess the first time. It was really fun talking to you guys again. I mean, for the first
Yeah,
time.
send me a link to your channel, and I may or may not include it in the description.
Oh yay! You're so kind.
Yes, I am.
And I already
I
know
mean,
you're
you
gonna
didn't
put
even
like
ask.
Dutch boy as like the fucking tag for it.
You didn't even ask if you could plug your channel. You kind of just did it 4 times, actually.
5, I think.
Speaking of which, I think
Five.
right now is a great time to do another shameless plug.
Also, I'm not sure who you are plugging this to. I get like 5 views per video. And I'm pretty sure
I'm gonna fucking
both
make
of you
sure
are-
people see it.
I'm pretty sure both of you are half of those views.
I will
Damn,
Well-
I will try to plug this shit on Tumblr, see what happens.
go for it. But yeah, thank you guys
I mean,
so
I'm
much.
just gonna post it to Facebook.
Thanks for letting me on the podcast again, Aidan. And yeah, I can't wait for the next one. Next one,
Yeah, we'll
maybe
need to
we'll have-
discuss when. What's that?
maybe we'll have a regular upload schedule. I don't think so. I think we're too
No,
like unorganized for one.
I think we could make it happen.
I mean,
like we could make it
If
happen.
it were up to me, we would do this like
As-
weekly early. But I mean,
I would
also
say
have
more
here.
like bi-weekly because I
That's
can't
way-
do it weekly.
You've got a 2-job bitch over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty much about to like be like working out the ass. I can do it. I can do it bi-weekly more than likely, but not weekly.
Yeah, but I mean, with Dutch Boy, he caused us to be 15 minutes late.
I did not intend to make you guys 15 minutes late. I was helping a friend. Thank you very much. Because I am a good Samaritan. Thank you very much.
You caused us to be late.
Yeah.
If this were Nazi Germany,
so-
you would be sent to the Gulag, even though that's Russia.
Alright.
But,
So anyways,
I mean,
this
it's my inner Austrian that wants us to be early.
is Jack signing off. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was the shit show
Jack's
once again.
backing off.
Shut the fuck up.
That's how you should sign off, though.
No.
would
No.
be
No.
Yeah,
we're not
you
doing-
really should.
No. This is the shit
I'll
show.
give you $1.
Fuck everybody. Bye.